How'd your day go yesterday?
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like that already is gonna make her say it.
It's okay. I talked to Nino quite a lot.
We asked the wrong question, guys.
Seems to know you quite well.
What do you mean talk to him a lot? What does that mean?
Well, I hate that you're here. Trying to talk to you here is horrible. When he found out that you are here with Edgar,
Bothered, right?
he freaked out
Why?
because he connected the same things that I connected. Edgar, Matthew Colby, who they work for.
Okay, now I'm
Fucking
starting-
probably Barrick.
Okay, now I'm actually getting sus IRL.
I'm confused. Why would he care about any of this? And how do you know any of this?
He told me a lot.
Why?
He kind of, I don't know. He
What do you mean you don't
trusts
know?
me.
He trusts you? Do you know him?
No, I don't. Don't worry, I didn't say anything.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Some people just tell me a lot of stuff.
What do you mean you didn't say anything?
That's pretty obvious
Why say that?
because I know you're paranoid.
Why would he trust you?
I don't know, Lang.
What do you mean you don't
I don't.
know? It's
I think he was
impossible.
on the. I think he was. I don't know why so many people tell me things. I think he was on the brink of a crash out, and he ended up crashing out, and I was the only person that was around, and he just
What does that
crashed
mean?
out to me.
The only person. What does any of this mean?
I don't know. I've asked him myself, why do you trust me with so much information? And he basically said there's people that I guess are okay with not knowing everything, not knowing the full story.
How long have you known him for?
Like briefly, we talked in like sub-crew days when I was frustrated with the DOJ. I don't know. He kind of just
Dude, the
Crashed
curiosity
out about all of his
line from
issues to
Caps is hitting hard right now, dude. Lang's just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He actually kind of cooked this stir, I'm not gonna lie.
Where did you speak to him?
on his boat in the middle of the ocean.
That's just something you guys do.
Yeah.
Who is Nino?
The mayor.
That's it.
That's it? No. No, that's not it.
To answer the question,
I mean, he has a lot of connections.
who is Nino Chavez? Who is he?
You better say it or this is gonna spiral very badly. There's no way you don't know that he works with this Faceless, right? There's no way she doesn't know, right?
Like,
Who does he work for, CJ?
I don't know who he works for, but I know that he at least has communication with the people we are worried about.
Nah, this has to be a lie.
You have no idea who he works for.
Oh, hold on. I'm very scared of speaking here. I hope you understand that.
I don't care.
Hello.
Is she interrupting?
Yeah, give us a minute, please. Gonna stand there and lie?
I'm not, it's not you that I'm worried about talking to, Lang. What are you asking me? Are you asking about the guns?
Who does he work for? I'm gonna ask you one more time.
Who does he work for?
Who does he work for, CJ?
I don't know.
You have no idea. You have absolutely zero clue who this guy works for.
No?
I can't tell now, dude.
What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
His boss called me today.
Who the fuck is his boss?
You really don't know.
No. I mean, he told me so many secrets, but
He told you secrets. What the fuck does that mean?
the gun shit.
What gun shit? What gun shit, CJ?
He told me that he told you this before. He supplies guns.
I'm just supposed to believe that Nino, the guy who keeps all his secrets, is just telling on this and they barely know each other? I'm supposed to believe this?
Is this
A
Is this
guy
supposed to
you
surprise
barely
me?
know is telling you all this.
Yes.
And
Trust
I'm
me,
supposed to believe that.
I've already played it through in my mind that he's probably trying to tell me a bunch of stuff to get me to tell him stuff. You don't think I've considered that? Of course I have.
He works for the Faceless. And I really feel like you knew that already.
I found out that he has communications with them. And that he said that when he found out yesterday that you and Edgar were living in a place together, that he wanted to figure out their motive for that. But no, prior to that, I had no knowledge. I mean, he's a politician, of course. That's a
Now we're met with
corruption
two
all
paths:
through the police,
leaning
the
to the
DOJ, the
spiral,
DOC.
leaning to believing
And I know
her.
they have
I don't know
people
which one to
everywhere.
take.
Why are you meeting out in the middle of the ocean?
Because it's where he has to meet.
What does that mean? Just having a
I
casual
don't know. He's
conversation out in the middle of the
paranoid.
fucking ocean with this guy.
The first time we met was I asked Skipper to watch over me. Up in the hills. And Nino basically said that this was right
Bro, I got
after
too
you
many
got
stands in my chat crying. Just put the shit in emo,
arrested.
please, Mons. I'm begging it.
And you basically asked what was going on with you.
Guys, I love doing
I said,
what you
I don't
guys
know.
hate that I do. That is why
And
you
then
watch.
he mentioned wanting to start a legislation so that he can pardon people, so that he can just pardon you. And then he said that he wanted to break you out.
You just believe all this.
Fuck no.
So why are you meeting with this guy?
Gather information?
On what?
He's one of the most connected people in the city.
Oh, I just caught her in a lie.
Everything.
A potential lie.
Also,
So you're randomly meeting with a guy to randomly gather information. Am I speaking to Gigi right now? I'm very fucking confused.
wait, are you serious? Are you serious right now, Lang?
I'm fucking serious, yeah.
You're not trusting me right now because of the everything I'm doing right now.
Why are you gathering information on Nino? That makes no sense. It's the most
He
random
asked
guy
me-
you connected to gather information on. The most random. Unless
He
you know
asked
what
me
he's
to
fucking
me, not the
involved
other
in.
way around. I only found out what the fuck he's involved in yesterday.
So you know
don't
he
think
works
that
for the
was coming
Faceless or
straight
not?
to
I'm
you?
very confused now.
Well, I didn't think he worked for them.
What does that mean?
I thought he just had communications with them.
What does that mean, CJ?
I don't know. Like he tells me that Edgar's an asset. He tells me that Matt's an asset. This is all fucking information that's important to know when you're stood right beside the guy.
Is it safe to come over here just for a second?
Let's give us a minute, Tony.
I brought you some food, brother. Would you wait a minute?
I'm good.
All right. Be over here.
Like, I don't trust anybody. If you think I trust anybody, you're fucking nuts. You understand that, right? But
This makes
when
no
you're
sense.
when you're sat here beside fucking Edgar,
I can't tell, like,
I need to understand things.
you need
There
to
is
understand
connections
things, so you
fucking everywhere.
randomly are meeting with the mayor of the fucking city.
Oh my god.
It's the first person you go to understand anything? How does that make any fucking sense?
He called me and asked me to meet because he makes it seem like he cares about you, like you guys have had connections for ages.
And you just believe that. A guy you don't know.
I don't believe anyone, and I'm paranoid of everyone. That's why I never give
so
out any
paranoid that you go out on a
information.
fucking boat in the middle of the ocean with this guy. That's how paranoid
Okay.
you are.
Like, do you see this book? If they wanted me fucking dead, I would be dead 10 times over, and you know that. What am I?
She keeps like trying to deflect like onto other shit. I don't know what's going on anymore. This is a crazy stir by Cap though. It's really hard to believe.
What do you want me to do?
So.
What
Let
do you
me
want me
get
to
this
do?
straight. Let me get this straight. He's told you everything. He's confided in you. Mentioned about
He's told
guns,
me a
whatever
lot.
the fuck that means. But he
Yeah.
didn't mention that he works for the Faceless. I'm supposed to believe that.
I asked him what his connection with the Faceless were.
And what did he
Because he
say?
was,
Dude, why are you holding back?
because I'm paranoid as fuck about this place because there's cameras everywhere, Lang.
I'm sure
And you're living
that's
with
why,
fucking
CJ. I'm
Edgar.
sure that's why. I'm
Are
fucking
you
sure
serious
that's why.
right now?
What do
Right
you mean?
now?
I'm living with fucking Edgar.
Are
You're
you
meeting up
fucking
with one of his
kidding me?
fucking associates out on a fucking boat.
Lang,
What the fuck are you
I'm
talking
doing
about?
everything I fucking can to keep it the fuck together and at least understand some
Keep it
fucking
together,
degree
CJ.
what
You
the
don't
fuck is
understand
going
what fucking
on.
keeping it together means. Keeping it together is you go with the
Oh my
fucking
fucking
north
God.
and you mind your own
I
fucking
don't
business.
understand.
Not be being the fucking mayor of the goddamn city out in the middle of the fucking ocean discussing who knows fucking what.
I don't understand what keeping it together means, Lang. You are stuck in a fucking house with one of their fucking assets. You got
And you are
shot
hanging
by
out with
another one
one
of their
willingly.
assets. Okay.
You don't fucking understand that?
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
I've spoken to
What
you.
the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm
time
losing my mind and you are
time
in here.
again, and you don't fucking listen, CJ.
Do you want me to walk around just blind to everything? At least if I understand what the fuck is going on, I have some sort of... Like, what do you want me to do, Lang? You want me to just ignore it all? I can't do that. I can't do that. I need to know what the fuck I am going up against. Because I am alone. And that is because you chose to make me alone in this. Because you have to pay for your fucking sins while I'm out here fighting everybody. So yeah, I put myself in some stupid situations sometimes, but that's because I have to.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, right?
So-
And
so-
what are you
sometimes.
doing? And what are you doing?
CJ, I don't know what else I can say to you. My organization is at war. Do you even understand the power of those words? The fact that there's something out there powerful enough to challenge that. Everything we've been through, I emphasize the importance of that. The importance of protecting everything in the Rooster's Rest. You are out here. I don't even understand what the fuck you're doing, quite frankly. You lied to my fucking face. You meeting up with
When
fucking
did I
Nino.
lie to you? When did I lie to
just
you?
believe it. It's very hard to believe you didn't know he worked for the Faces. If he's gonna mention some gun shit,
Fuck would I know that?
why would he tell you everything else but conveniently leave that part
I
out?
don't know. To try and get me to tell him stuff, probably. Don't put your paranoia about other people onto me because they do stupid shit. Okay? Just because somebody tells me shit doesn't mean I'm telling them something. I cannot do all of this. I cannot go through all of this while you're not trusting me. I can't do that. I am
You are
on the
putting
verge
yourselves
of
in
crashing out
situations where
constantly,
it's
Lang.
very hard to fucking trust you. You are going on a fucking boat ride with the known asset of the fucking Faceless, talking about God knows what. And if you know anything about fucking Nino Chavez, he's one of the biggest monsters in this fucking city.
Yeah, I fucking
I'm
heard.
expected to believe he's gonna tell you everything willingly. The guy who talks to nobody about nothing when it comes to business.
Did it. I don't know why he did it, Lang. I don't know. Yeah, I'm on a boat with a fucking faceless asset, and you're living with one. I am doing my best.
I don't think you are. I think you are willingly walking into the fire because of your curiosity.
It's not my curiosity.
It is.
That is not
It
what
can't
it
be
is,
anything else.
Lang. It's not my curiosity. Are you joking?
After everything I've been teaching you, everything, you know me better than most people nowadays. You didn't think if I get on this fucking boat with Nino and Lang finds out about it, he ain't gonna spiral over this shit? That never once crossed your mind? This could very well be a trap that whoever the fuck is working for the Faceless is setting up for me. The pirates against us on the shore. But how can I ignore what the fuck is happening?
When you sat in here, not talking to people, resigned to the fact that
How many times have you met with them?
twice yesterday, once when you originally went to jail when he said that he wanted to put that legislation into place, and then before that during like that whole sub-crew thing, DOJ stuff.
It's like lean into the chaos or believe CJ. It's like lean into the chaos or believe, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my mind right now.
I did not know that he worked for the Faceless thing.
What else has he told you?
The biggest thing he told me was that he supplies guns to everybody. He told me that
Bro, like how am I supposed to
the justice named Weiss, I think, was gonna get executed.
Nino Chavez. A guy who speaks business to no one but his business partners. Met with CJ randomly one day and just told her he supplies the city with guns. Just randomly.
He told me that you guys went really far back. Really far back. Some shit about Raven or something. And then he crashed out about a marshal following him for like 2 hours straight. And I don't know why people trust me with the things they trust me with. I have made it so clear that my loyalty is to you. And I don't know what... I already have so much that I am struggling with and trying to hold it together, but I can't do that if you don't trust me.
There's two things that I cared about for being thrown in here. You willingly put yourself in a situation where you jeopardize both those things. You're not forced to do it. You don't have to do it. It's your curiosity.
Like, are you so blind to the fact that that's not what it is? Are you really that blind to that? You can't understand what this is really about?
TJ, you know me.
I'm trying not to laugh, Jack.
You know my paranoia. If you're having coffee at a coffee shop with Nino, sure. This guy's putting you on a boat, putting you on the middle of the fucking ocean. Only certain conversations happen in a situation like that. Very specific conversations. Do you not get that?
I needed to know that you were gonna be safe here. That is literally it.
Edgar, it's the least of your worry. He's the least of my worry. I'm facing 40 years, potentially the death penalty. There's nothing you can do to get in the way of that. Nothing. I hope Edgar is spying low
What am I
key.
supposed to do then?
TJ, I fucking told you. I don't know how many other ways I could say it, how many languages I could speak in it. If I'm in here, and if I'm gonna make it through this, I need to know that out in the world, you're not putting yourself directly in danger. Danger from me, the Faceless, fucking Talon, anything. You were meeting up with the fucking Faceless acid, which it's impossible for me to believe you didn't know. It's impossible.
I didn't know.
Out in the middle of a fucking boat, and you know exactly how these guys operate. We're at war. You understand that? This hesitating, this holding back you're doing does not fucking help you. Does not fucking help me. I don't give a fuck where we are. I ask you a question, you fucking answer it. So I will do the same for you. Especially now.
Okay, well, Talon wants me to steal something from the Faceless at a meeting.
Oh,
Kill everybody there.
TJ, it's the worst
Hold
time
on.
to bring that up.
The fuck are you talking about?
I got pinged to Roosters. There's a book. They're moving Talon artifacts. Faceless are. And to find out when and where and how, I need to steal a USB from them at a meeting.
And how do you know all this?
Got pinged to Roosters. There was a book inside.
From who?
I don't know. Alan.
And when did this happen?
2 days ago? That's what I tried to tell you yesterday.
Was this the first time?
Other than the one I showed you, yeah.
Okay.
Bro, there's so many layers to this fucking story right now. Like, I don't even know which direction we go in right now. Like, now does Lang lock it in because he's mentioning this? Does he keep spiraling?
So I don't see a world in which I don't put myself in danger.
Oh, that's a clever pivot. I'll give you the clever pivot.
TJ,
Yeah.
that is a completely separate situation. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
When it comes to everything we talked about, assuming I make it through this, plans for the future. I'm not talking Cyprus, I'm not talking our friends, none of that. Is that something you're finding yourself wanting to be involved in? Truthfully, and understand the weight of the answer.
Yes.
I feel like I've said this before. I'll say it again. If that truly is your answer, you have to understand what that means. Right now, you're in no way prepared. Truthfully, the blunt honest truth, to handle something like being on a fucking boat with Nino. You're not prepared for that. Maybe one day, I get out of here. And I teach you everything that was taught to me. Maybe. Right? But also understand, fuck, when I first brought back this organization, okay, it was me, it was Denzel, Ellie and Jacob. They succeeded. Everything we did went according to plan. Almost way too well. It was short, it was brief. We got the job done. Then we went dormant. Hibernation for a while. And when things were ready to be picked up again, Ellie was gone. Denzel was gone. Jacob was here and there. Naturally, I thought to myself, I need to rebuild. So I came across my son and all his friends. You have to understand something. Maybe 30 people since then have attempted to integrate into what's going on now. All failed. The reality of it is, there's a long kill list that I chose to forget about before my departure from Los Santos. That kill list involves my son and all his friends and a few others. They failed for the same reasons you could fail. Curiosity. The confidence in thinking you can handle something like this alone. It's caused friction. And with friction came lash outs. And from that came exposing of secrets. I told myself I was never going to do this again. This is impossible. This life is a lonely fucking life. Look at Jacob when he met him. What was he doing? Who was he with? Where was he living? Alone. That's just a life. Whoever gave you this book? Alone. That's just a life. Denzel. Alone. Myself. You've seen it. I tried to ignore it. I tried to tell myself I'm not doing that life no more. And you've seen the consequence of all of that happening, why I'm in this house right now. Bruce's rest. I chose Petunia. Failed. Penny failed. Eve failed. Everybody's failed. Donnie failed. Nino failed. This is what you are saying yes to. And if you're gonna fucking say yes to this, you need to let me get through this. Then trust that when I get out of here, we will talk about everything. I will teach you as much as I can. Then when the time is right, you will carry the torch. And I will fade away into existence. That is the destiny for you saying yes. That is what lies before you. Very little people succeeded in this life. And maybe they did because they're willing to be alone. They hate people. They're antisocial. I don't know. The ones who aren't fail. I've never been put in a position like this. But what I said to you earlier before, my organization is at war. The last time that's happened, me and you weren't even born yet. The fact that there's an authority out there that can challenge it, it frightens me. In order to prepare for that, I cannot have you taking matters into your own hands, thinking you're protecting me. What's going to happen in this house is inevitable. You cannot change that. I cannot change that. You have to let it happen. And fuck it, if I'm dead, then you do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not here to yell at you anymore. There's a world where we succeed. You are in Talon now. There's also a world where you fail. There's a world where you succeed and you're the only successor, nobody else. You have to understand that. There's a world where I die, you are me now. Protect the Rooster's Rest, alone. No one to rely on. No one to speak to about it. You have to be okay with that. Otherwise, change your answer. We are vessels for him. That's all we are. Our bidding's for him only. We're agents. That's it. You have to accept that. If your answer is yes,